go. Hey everybody, Pretty Spiritual channel here. And so today I'm going to do something a little different. It's a reading for all signs, in which I will start out with the collective energy, and then I will pull some individual cards for each zodiac sign, so for all zodiac signs. So I'll start with, Aries and Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, and I'll go down through the whole list or whatever. So um, I hope this won't be long, but I kind of just, it's a timeless reading. So whatever you come across it, that's pretty much when the energy may resonate for you. However, it could resonate now or it could resonate later, because this is more so what I'm trying to get is energy that's coming up. And if it resonates now, great. But if it doesn't, it's possibility that it may resonate coming up, okay, in the future. So um, I'm going to go ahead and get started with that. But what I'm going to do is, let me make sure I put my bracelets on. And you know what, you guys, my readings tend to be a little lengthy. So make sure you go to the top right-hand corner of the screen. Click on the three dots and then click on speed settings, and then either put on either 1.5x or 2x so that you can watch the reading in half the amount of time and still be able to hear everything. And please hit the like button and make sure to comment and subscribe if you're not already subscribed. And if you are, welcome back. Okay, so I'm going to put the camera down here so you guys can see the cards and not me, because I want you guys really to pay more attention to the cards. Okay, so I'm going to pull for the collective general energy. Okay, and then I'm going to pull for each sign. So what is the general energy here for all of the signs? And I'm doing it this way because pretty much everyone is going to experience similar energy. However, we may experience it, some of it slightly different than other people, than other signs. So I want to, I kind of want to see how is everybody going to experience their energy somewhat different, but also the same. And I know some of you say, well, this is pretty much what you'll see on any other channel. Yeah, but I don't know. I haven't seen anybody do it in this particular way. So I don't know. I'm trying to do it in a way that is kind of will make sense to me. All right. One last shuffle. General energy for all the signs. Okay, so there's okay, there we go. All right, so I got 3 cards in that deck. So we have, I'm going to try to keep these cards in the same position that they came out in because I pay attention to that energy. Okay, so we have creativity, but I also kind of take this card as expression, so self-expression. A person who's just really just learning to express themselves to the world. And it's almost like like an exploration thing, but also someone discovering who they are, but also appreciating who they are and wanting to share it with the world and just being creative. Okay, so some of you may get into music, some of you may do music, some of you may enjoy music. Some of you may enjoy dance. Some of you may enjoy yoga and things of that sort. Some of you may enjoy actual painting, art, drawing, or anything that is literally creative, or just expressing yourself. So you can be expressing yourself through writing, poetry, anything, or literally just expressing yourself, speaking, being more colorful. Some of you could literally just being more colorful, and just some of you could just be freeing yourselves, just coming out to the world and like, you know, yo, you're freeing yourself and just expressing yourself and being truly who you are. And I feel like true to you, true colors, those kind of, you know, those kind of things, showing true colors. So, and I feel like you guys may struggle though with your self-acceptance, your self-esteem, with if you feel like others accept you or not. So this has a lot to do with this self-expression and this being able to come out. So I feel like some of you, what you may experience is learning to be true to you and be true to who you are, and learning that you can be okay with being who you are and expressing who you are and not feeling like you have to hide it no matter what it is. And for some of you, like I said, it could just be letting more of your true personality out and your true self show, or letting sides of yourself that you've never really allowed other people to see before to come out. For some of you, it's literally coming out of the closet, you know, with your sexuality or something, you know. For others of you, it's coming out and saying, hey, you know, I'm actually a gypsy at heart, or I'm actually, you know, more of a free spirit, or I'm actually more of a hippie, or I'm more of, you know, this free thinker or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And some of you saying, hey, I'm an actual artist. I can actually sing. I can actually dance. I can actually write. I can actually, you know, produce or whatever it is. You know, I can actually, whatever you're good at, you know. And you guys, I feel like you're going to struggle with this whole thing of not only self-acceptance and wanting to be accepted by others, and maybe, like I said, issues with self-esteem, but also literally trying to fit in with the rest of the world and society. Some of you may feel like you do not fit typical societal norms. Some of you may feel like you don't conform to what everybody else does, you know, though you may want to, and to some extent, you know what I'm saying? If that makes any sense. You know, you don't want to feel like a complete outsider, but at the same time, you don't want to cave into being what everybody else is really, you know, really are, you know, trying to be, or saying this is how it should go and this is how we should live and things of that sort. So this is interesting energy that everyone is going to be experiencing in some form or another on a unique level as a collective, okay? Let me see what other energy I can pull here for the collective before I pull some of the cards for each sign, okay? So, interesting. Okay, so you got confusion, sideways. Thank you for the like. You have perseverance. And for those of you who are watching this later, this is being recorded live. So if you hear me speaking to anybody, I'm talking to the wonderful people that come in live. Okay, so you got confusion sideways. You got perseverance sideways. So yeah, I'm looking at the fact that some of you may be questioning, you know, things about yourself. You may be questioning things about your life. You may be questioning things about society. You may be questioning, wondering, what do you really want out of life? What do you really want as a person or as an individual? And how can you relate to the world, but at the same time, how can you, you know, fit in, but at this, and be accepted for who you are, but also how do you stay true to yourself as well, you know, and be able to be who you are and express who you are. At times I feel like you guys are, you know, discouraged. Other times I feel like you are, you know, persevering and feeling like, no, I can overcome this obstacle. I can overcome this challenge, you know. So it's kind of like, I don't want to say you have clouded judgment or anything of that sort, but it's just like, your energy is not 100% clear. Okay. It's like inner turmoil and an inner battle with yourself, your true self versus your ego, your spirit versus your ego. So this feels like it's people battling their true spirit versus their ego, because our ego is how we project ourselves in the world and how we project ourselves to others. It's a sense of self-importance, but it's not always for the betterment of ourselves. It's usually aesthetic, and it's all about, how we present ourselves and what we do for a living, seeing ourselves how, through what we do for a living and how much money we make and how we look in terms of appearance and things of that sort. You know what I'm saying? That's the ego. But your spirit is like, no, um I don't really care about these things. I really care about, a greater purpose. And I really care about being true to myself. I really care more so about being authentic. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like a lot of us are going to experience this kind of energy. And if you're not experiencing this now, then it's coming up. And so you got the acceptance card in reverse. So once again, this is one of these things, like I said, where people may be feeling like they're not quite accepted for who they are, or they're not seen for who they are, or they don't feel like they quite fit in, or feeling like, others may be judgmental of them and the path they take in life, or the choices they make in life, or who they really are, and those kind of things. So you guys could also be not wanting to accept the way things are in society, or the way things are in the culture. You know what I'm saying? Like, or in your community. So this is either on a massive scale you feel this way, or like I said, more on a personal level. So with groups, you may feel like you reject certain groups, social circles, and things that you just feel like you don't like the way they roll, you don't like the way they are, and you could be feeling like they don't really accept you the way you are, the way you roll. You know what I'm saying? Whereas it could just, like I said, be on the even grander scale of you feeling like the way the world is versus you, and you're, like I said, I feel like you don't want to feel like you have to cave in to what everybody else says. This is how it should go. This is how you should live, yada yada. But at the same time, you don't want to feel like you don't belong either. And like I said, that's a struggle in itself. So this is the battle, you guys. It's the your spirit versus your ego, and it's you against the world, in a sense, But also you trying to be true to you, um, yet not wanting to feel like you don't quite, fit or not accepted. Wanting to express yourself, wanting to be able to be whoever the heck you are, and some of you just wanting to really just do you. Okay, so let's see what other energy is here. Here we go. We got one. So we got, ooh, the liar card. So this is being deceptive, being deceptive. And I feel like you guys could also be playing this juggling act, putting on, and literally like putting on an act, putting on a front for others. And while all the while, you really don't want to have to do this, but you're keeping this up nonetheless. Some of you literally, you're trying to balance knowing that others are going to expect you to be one way while you really are another way. You know what I'm saying? If that makes any sense. So you also could be feeling like, and you guys take what resonates, what doesn't, leave it exactly where it is, because this is the collective energy. You're not going to 100% relate to this. Not all of you. Some of you, this will be dead on, whereas others of you, there's going to be some parts that relate, that resonates, other parts that may not. Okay? And keep in mind, if you don't feel this way already, then you may experience this energy at some point. But some of you may feel like, not only are you trying to juggle, like I said, putting up this front, just so others will be okay with you the way you are, versus, how you actually are. Some of you, it's more so you're watching other people put on this front. And you know people are not being honest. You know people are being deceptive. They're not being true to who they are. They're not being upfront with you about how they really are, or how they really live, or what they really want, or what they really desire, you know. So this really is once again some very conflicting energy. Some of it, you know, for some of you guys is going to be self-conflicting energy. For others of you, it's going to be just feeling like it's a conflict of interest. You know someone is not being honest. You know someone's not being upfront. You know someone's not really being truly who they are, or they're not showing their true colors, or you know, like I said, they're hiding something. They're not being authentic. You know this, you know. But do they know this? Of course they know this, but they're not. They really are not at this place where they feel like they can truly be who they are. And there you go, liberation card. So, and it's falling on perseverance and acceptance in reverse. So once again, they you know, they don't really, they're not really there yet. You guys aren't really there yet either, because it's like, can you handle this truth once they come out with it? Can other people handle your truth once you really come out with it? You know what I'm saying? So I feel it. And this one popped out too. So the puzzle. So once again, confusion. So it's crazy that the same energy is coming up from different decks here, okay? Where you got confusion, you got, you know, deceit or dishonesty, wearing a mask, putting on a front, feeling restricted, yet wanting to be free, want to express oneself, whether, you know, creatively or just be true to who you are, you know, wanting to overcome this obstacles, want to overcome this challenge, you know, questioning, do you belong or fit in with, you know, certain social groups, or with the way society does things, or not? Do you accept the way society is? Do you accept certain social circles? Do they accept you? Do you feel like you belong in society or not, you know? And literally feeling rejected in some form, or feeling like you reject the way others are, or the way society is, or certain social groups, you know. And you know, it's a struggle with self-esteem and self-acceptance once again. You know, um, everybody has a need to feel like they belong, but to some extent you're questioning, how much do you need to, you know, compromise on, in terms of being true to yourself versus um, being accepted and feeling like you belong in a group, or in society, or by others, you know, whether it's friends, family, coworkers, whatever, or a significant other, whatever, or love interest. So let's see what other energies here. And then I'm going to pull cards for each individual zodiac sign in regards to this energy. Keep in mind, you guys, go to the top right hand corner of the screen, click on the three dots, click on speed settings, and then click on 1.5x or 2x to be able to watch this reading in half the time, just in case this reading is long. Okay? And please hit the like button when you come in, because I appreciate the likes, and comment later on or whatever. This is being recorded live. Okay, so you guys, you don't know if you should be looking or searching, or, you know, or just kind of just not really caring. I feel like you don't know if you should pay attention to what's going on out in the world. You don't know if you should be looking elsewhere where you feel like you belong, or where you feel like you're accepted, or if you should just stick or stay where you're at. And, you know, I don't want to say be complacent, but it's like you're back and forth between, do you expand your horizons in order to, you know, persevere and overcome this obstacle and this challenge of wanting to be where you belong, or wanting to be where you fit, or wanting to be where you can be true to yourself, and express yourself, or be creative, or whatever? Or do you just remain complacent or content where you're at? But really, I'm going to say complacent because I don't feel like you guys are 100% content with the way things are, or the way things have been going. Okay. I feel like there's been too much self-conflict, and just too much conflict, period, regardless, even if it's not self-conflict. But you guys want to get past the difficulties. You want to get out of the storm. You want to get out of the, you want to get away from the chaos. You want to move away from chaos. You want to move away from chaotic energy. You want to move away from anything that's going to cause you conflict, confusion, or a storm in any form. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't want, you want to move away from cloudy days, disappointments, in whatever, has been putting a damper on your ability to shine. You know what I'm saying? If that makes any sense. You guys are seeking beauty. You're seeking to be natural. You're seeking to be where it's beautiful and natural. You're seeking to be where you can have true growth, where you can literally plant your seeds and grow, where you can literally plant your feet and grow, where you can literally naturally be as wonderful and as pleasant as you really are, and as beautiful as you really are, inside and out, if that makes any sense. Okay. So with that, I'm now going to be pulling for each zodiac sign. So I'm going to start with Aries, and this is all based off of the collective energy here. So let's see how each zodiac sign connects with this collective energy. Okay. And like I said, this is pretty much how you, as this particular zodiac sign, the energy that you're resonating for this with, and how you're going to move forward. Okay, how you're going to move forward. So it's almost like, in a sense, picking up on the current energy and a prediction. Okay. So starting with Aries. And if you guys want to timestamp this when this reading is over with, you can. I might timestamp it, but if you see that I haven't, please feel free to post the timestamps below. I appreciate it so much if you did. Otherwise, if you don't, then I may get to it. I may beat you guys to it, but if you see that I hadn't beat you guys to it, then by all means, please post the timestamps. So Aries, how do you connect with this energy in the present and the future moving forward? Okay, so 8 of Coins for Aries. So this is, you guys are working on it. You guys are doing some research. You may be studying. You may be considering going back to school. You may already be in school. You guys are trying to make plans, doing your research and whatnot, investigate. You could be trying to save up money, and budget and whatnot with your money, your finances. You could be also trying to conserve your energy, and you could be creating strategies and, like I said, plans to really move towards being more authentic and true to, like I said, how you want to live, how you want to be, who you want to be with, how you would express yourself, whatever this is, okay? So, let me see if there's, maybe I'll clarify it real quick. Maybe I'll clarify that. I don't think I need to clarify that. but yeah, let me see a future prediction. So this is where you guys are at now with the energy. Let's, this also could be where you're headed with this energy as well. So that, in a sense, it's like it's current and predictive, but just to clarify even more. And these cards don't want to shuffle. All right, there we go. Okay. All right, so coming up for you guys, you will have a choice between one path or another, one direction or another to take, okay, with the Two of Wands. It also could be a choice between one person or another, one thing or another. It's clearly a choice you will have, okay? And the ball literally will be in your court, okay, in terms of which direction you want to go, where you want to take things, what direction, what path, which option, which person, whatever, okay? But you guys are going to be working on things and working on this, okay? I feel like you're also going to be working on giving yourself better options or more options, okay? So that was Aries. So now I'm going to move forward with Taurus. So how does Taurus connect with this energy here? Taurus. How does Taurus connect with this energy? Ooh, wow. Huh. You guys got the same energy. So you guys are also going to be working on this, okay? You, like I say, you be doing some sort of research, considering studying something, going back to school if you're not already going to school, literally looking into things, investigating how you can do something different or whatever, literally saving, budgeting, planning, strategizing, okay? Literally, seeing what can you do to change your situation or to change, how you're living or whatever this is, you're relating to with the situation. So let me clarify. And like I said, this is either something you're already doing or going to be doing, but let's clarify more in terms of what's to come from this, in terms of like a future prediction or what will come out of you putting forth this effort here, because that's literally putting forth effort and putting your due diligence in, because you really want to see things change to your liking. You guys, so I feel like with Taurus, this is going to be a little difficult for you. Okay, this is going to be a little difficult for you, but because of where the card fell, it didn't fall at the top of the card, it fell at the bottom of the card. I feel like you guys are literally burdened and maybe overwhelmed and possibly even struggling with the way things are now. Okay, you don't like the way things are, you want to see them change. You want to be more authentic to who you are, or you want to be in a situation that's going to be more true to what it is that you want to desire, whatever it is. But you're going to work on it. Let me see if I can get some more. You're going to work on it. I feel like you'll hang in there, but it's going to be a little difficult for you. I feel like it's going to be more so difficult for you on an emotional level, and possibly also stressful, because like I said, it's going to be, I feel like it's a lot of internal conflict for you as to how you can really handle all this and how you can really, work on it. Let me see if I can get any more. Okay, but here's some good news. you will have a change of luck. Okay, you will have a change of luck. So that's the good news for Taurus. Okay, and keep in mind, you guys, with these zodiac signs, it could resonate for your not only your sun sign, but also if you know what other signs are in your birth or natal chart, it can resonate for your moon sign or your rising sign. And if you so happen to have, let's say, a double sign in your Venus or your Mars, like I have Virgo Venus, Virgo Mars, you may very well resonate for a certain sign on that account as well, okay? So make sure to check the other signs for your, not only your sun sign, but your moon, your rising, and if you have a double Venus and Mars for a particular sign, okay? Okay, moving on from Taurus to Gemini. How will Gemini handle this energy here? What will you do about it? How does this resonate in terms of what will you do about it? And then we'll go on to a future prediction. This card don't want. Yo, it's going to be a slippery slope for y'all. I can tell just because of the way I'm shuffling these cards. I swear the energy is different for each sign I'm shuffling this for. Gemini. There we go. Okay. Knight of Coins. So, there's something that you are not, I feel like it's something you're not accepting for some reason. That's kind of the energy I get from that. There's something you're not going to accept, or there's something you're not going to receive, or there's something you're not going to gain. It's like some sort of offer in some form, but I feel like it's something you're not going to accept. That's where I'm getting from this intuitively, okay? Let's see if I can pull. And this holds, and I feel like it's because there's not a lot of meaning for this to you for some reason, if that makes any sense. Okay. Like I said, I'm kind of going with this more intuitively than anything when it comes to the cards. Clarifying this more, and something I want to say in terms of possibly future prediction here, you got the Queen of Cups, okay? And I feel like it's because you're going to, because you're going to reject something, you're not going to accept something, because that's what I kept feeling. You're not going to accept something, whatever this is, because it doesn't hold a lot of meaning to you, or it's just something you're not going to receive because it's just not for you. But I feel like it's more about you rejecting something because it doesn't hold a lot of meaning to you and you feel like it's just not for you. Okay. And clarifying this, you got the Queen of Cups here. I feel like it's because you start becoming more emotionally secure and more discerning. Okay. You start becoming more in tune with your intuition and having a better sense of inner knowing of what's right for you and what isn't, what's necessary and what isn't, and learning how to balance out the way you feel versus the way others might feel about you, or and learning to, just like I said, to accept yourself. I feel like you're gonna really you're gonna be okay with yourself, and you are okay with yourself. You're not gonna cave into how others feel you should be, or how you feel others want you to be, or how you feel pressure to be what anybody else expects you to be. I feel like you're just going to do you and you're going to shine like a king or a queen. Okay. Yeah. Sparkle and shine. You're going to shine regardless. Okay. So that's a good thing. And it's a good outlook in terms of the way you feel about yourself in the situation. Okay, so that's Gemini. Moving on to Cancer. Let's get with Cancer here. How does Cancer resonate for this collective energy here? Okay, because this is literally, It's your spirit versus your ego. It's you against the world. You know, are you going to be true to you, or are you going to cave into the way society or others feel you need to be? Or are you going to cave into your own insecurities? Because this is also, like I said, a collective energy here. Some of you, you're just insecure about, do you belong or do you not? You know, should you change or conform or continue to put on this front or not? You know, does it really matter if you fit in or belong or not? Can you be true to yourself? Can you find your true happiness? Do you have to live your life a certain way or do things a certain way or be a certain way? Um, Cancer energy. And this, because it's a general reading, it can resonate however it truly makes sense for your situation, okay? So take what resonates and what doesn't, leave it exactly where it is. One final shuffle here. I got a card to pop out for, come on, Cancer. Oh, now Cancer, come on now. I want one card, but Cancer got to complicate stuff. Oh, okay, Cancer, 3 of coins. So this is literally, you're not, I feel like you're not going to acknowledge something or someone, or you're not going to acknowledge, you know, society or certain social groups or whatever. Like, you're not going to be paying attention to what anybody else is doing. And I feel like that's because you're going to focus on what you need to do or want to do. Okay. I feel like you don't have time for it. That's what I'm getting intuitively. You may also be concerned with the fact that you feel like others or someone else is not paying attention to you, because either you feel like they don't see you, and that's what I'm getting for somebody out there, that's not all of you, or you feel like they don't care, or you just feel like they've turned their back, or they just have other things to do, like they may not have time for it, okay? Or they just have this attitude, they don't have time for it. So either you feel this way, or others feel this way about you, or someone else feel this way about you, but that's how you're resonating for this energy here. You versus them, you versus the world, being true to yourself versus, you know, having to put, you know, pretending to be something just to, you know, be accepted, or, you know, others be okay with you, whatever. Okay. Now you have these other cards that came out here on the side. So you got the Knight of Cups here. This is, this is an offer being received, that affects the way you feel, or giving an offer that affects the way someone else may feel. But this guy is holding a glass up because he's celebrating. Okay. He feels like he's, he's doing well, he's achieving, he's making some success. He's seeing an inflow of, you know, blessings or prosperity or whatever. He's even celebrating himself. He may even be ready to pour out a glass for those who didn't make it. Okay. This is the Six of Coins in reverse. It's relating to the fact that there's a lack of giving, there's a lack of kindness, there's a lack of generosity, there's a lack of an offer of help or whatever. So someone's not being nice, someone's not being giving, someone's not, you know, offering any help or showing any concern. This is interesting. And it's related to a King of Swords, or it's related to the fact that, and a King of Swords could be an air sign, someone being negative, someone being pessimistic, sarcastic, rude, arrogant, you know, a know-it-all or whatever. This is also, though, the kind of energy of someone not cutting out what no longer serves their purpose. Okay. So you guys, this is kind of like the extra details, or kind of like the side details of the situation here. I kind of feel like this is what's behind this Three of Coins here. You know, someone making an offer or gesture, or someone wanting to, you know, celebrate here, but someone's definitely not giving or being kind or being nice, and um and there, I don't know, it's like someone's also not choosing to um cut someone out or cut something out here in a situation. Or it also feel like someone turned a blind eye or ignoring something, all because they want to they're more in favor of, they rather have this good time than to acknowledge that someone is not really being um uh sincere here. Okay. um Almost like someone who rather hang out with a group of fake friends, um because they still enjoy. Gio, don't do that. Okay. So like I was saying, it's like somebody wanting to they're more in favor of having a good time with these fake friends, and they rather choose to turn a blind eye to fake friends, because they're more in favor of having a good time and wanting to, what I'm saying, rather than to pay attention, and give a crap about, well, these people are fake. Some people, they just don't care. Some people, they rather hang out with the crew, and have this good time, or whatever, or have that association, than to cut away, these people who don't any longer serve their purpose, knowing that they're not really even all that nice, they're not really that generous, they're not really that kind, they're not really even fair and balanced, really, you know. And this is the result of Cancer, you guys not seeing yourselves be acknowledged. You're not seeing others give you any credit or pay attention to you, or you could be doing this to someone else. I don't think that's a good thing. I don't. But let me go ahead and clarify here. Let me go ahead and clarify. Um, People have to be careful about superficial situations with people and superficiality and whatnot. But this makes a lot of sense for the kind of energy that's here. You know, because this energy for the collective is all about, do you have this good time, but try to fit and blend in with everybody else in the social circle or social circles or in society or whatever? Or do you be true to yourself and move away from, the way everybody else is, expecting you to do things or expecting you to be? Or do you move away from social circles that you no longer fit in because, if you were really to be how you really are, they probably wouldn't accept you, or you really don't accept them because you just don't feel like you fit or belong, because they could be fake or superficial or whatever it is. Like I said, somebody may be wearing a false mask and, putting on a front, more so because they want to be in favor of entertaining themselves and being entertained, and entertaining others. Do you continue to do this dance, or do you continue, or do you decide to, be true to yourself and go elsewhere and find what's going to be more true to you? But let's see, what do you guys end up doing? This is something of a predictive, clarifying thing here. Come on, I need some cards to pop. Pop on out for Cancer. Come on. Clarifying future predictive cards. Oh, okay. This is what I'm going to do. These two, the rest are going back in because it's too many, and I'm going to shuffle for one more. Okay, so clarifying this 3 coins reverse, not being acknowledged, not being given credit where his credit is due or whatever, or not being rewarded or promoted or whatever. Okay, because keep in mind, this can relate to work as well, work and career. Okay, so it's about wanting a new feeling, wanting a change, a real serious change that really will affect your happiness. Wanting a new beginning, a new opportunity or whatever, maybe even a new chance a new relationship, whatever it may be. But you really want this whole new feeling. You know, you don't want to keep dealing with the way things have been. Um, but feeling like, you know, you have some regrets here because you may feel like things haven't been working out. You could be feeling like maybe you lost some opportunities or lost some chances. You know, maybe you messed up and you don't get any more chances, or somebody else messed up and therefore, you know, you're not wanting to give them any more chances. But it's regrets. And feeling like something didn't work out. But the Five of Cups is always pointing out that there's still a possibility for another chance or two, or for another opportunity, because there's a couple opportunities right there behind you. You know, so but you have to be willing to look at the glass half full rather than half empty, or be willing, you know, be willing to be more optimistic and be willing to put your best foot forward, hoping for the best, and you know, making your best effort to work it out. Okay, I want one more card here. One more card. Where is it? Come on, pop on out. I prefer them to pop out. If they don't, then I'm just going to pull my darling self. But I keep getting a bunch of cards. Cancer, you're complicating stuff. I don't have time for all these cards coming out. Okay, and so Seven of Pentacles in the reverse here. This is literally being impatient and feeling like whatever time, energy, or effort that's invested into the situation was a waste. Or feeling like you or somebody else doesn't want to put in the time, the energy, or the effort to really see the situation change or grow. Okay. Now the other cards that fell out here is the Moon in reverse. So kind of you can see things clearly. You know, nothing's really hidden. It's no secrets or whatever. Though some of you may think you really can't really discern a situation, feeling trapped, feeling like there's no way out of this, or feeling like a victim in a situation, but really you're not really a victim. You can easily maneuver up out of this, or make your way out of this and empower yourself here, and feeling defeated, feeling betrayed, feeling stabbed in the back, or feeling absolutely exhausted and worn out by the situation here. Literally, some of you could literally be seeing poor health. But final card here, Ten of Pentacles. This is, to me, a card of a happy family, a happy group, acceptance, blessings, prosperity, and abundance, and inheriting blessings and abundance and prosperity, and inheriting friends, family, relationships, whatever. Okay. So this is when you see a Ten of Pentacles, you're not alone. You eventually find that group you belong to, or you find the acceptance, and it's usually by family and friends, who are probably there all along, with lots of care to offer and whatnot. Okay, so, and it's interesting, I see a child there, I see a pet there, and this looks like a mother and a grandparent. So these are people who, I feel like you will always be able to find acceptance through. Unconditional acceptance and love. We all know that dogs are loyal. Pets pretty much give love unconditionally, especially a dog. And I would know that I own 2 dogs. I've owned other pets and whatnot. Children. Your children will always love you and accept you, unconditionally, and be there for you however they can. Same thing with your pets, your dogs, or whatever, if you have any, or maybe you should go get one. Your mother or your parent, whoever that may be, they will always love you and accept you unconditionally in most cases. Some of you say, not my mom. Well, if not your mom, then do you have a child? And I'm not saying go out and make a baby, talking about, I just want to receive unconditional love. You still got to give love to that child first before they grow up old enough to be able to give back to you. Maybe go get a pet, or seek out an elder or a grandparent. They're more likely to accept you for you. And if you say, that's not for me, then take it however it resonates. But that's just extra insight and whatnot. Okay, so I kind of feel like somebody's going to be fussing to my, I ain't got nobody. Well, go and find who will, you know, be there for you, because like I say, maybe it's time for you to find new friends and whatnot. Or family is whoever you know you can trust and count on, you know. It's not always blood. Now, that was Cancer. Let's do Leo. How does Leo resonate for this energy? How does Leo resonate for the collective energy here in terms of, you know, your ego versus your spirit in this situation, you against the world, fitting and belonging versus being true to oneself. You know, it's that kind of energy. How does Leo resonate for this kind of energy right now? How, in fact, how will you guys handle this? How will you guys handle this? How do you resonate for it? And moving forward, future predictions and whatnot, you know, because we're going to do that. Okay, so you guys got the Two of Swords in reverse. Okay, Two of Swords in reverse. What I like about the Two of Swords in reverse is you're going to choose to not turn a blind eye to the situation. You're going to choose to see things for the way they really are, and whether they look good or not. And you're going to choose to, you know, we're going to see how you're going to move forward beyond that. I also feel like you're going to let your guard down. You're also going to let your guard down, okay? This will allow you, therefore, to see the situation for what it really is, because the Two of Swords upright is somebody closing their eyes and saying, nah, 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 boo, boo, I can't hear you, I can't see you, I can't, you know what I'm saying? Because that's someone choosing to not want to see or hear whatever it is, you know, or whatever. That's someone wanting to turn a blind eye and bury their head in the sand. In reverse, you're choosing to not do that any longer, okay, or at all. You're choosing to no longer turn a blind eye or to hide or bury your head in the sand. You're choosing to also let your guard down, and, you know, so that you truly can allow yourself to see how you can handle the situation in a more healthy way, and also allowing yourself to see things for the way they are, see people for what they really are, because you can't really always see people or situations or things, period, when you know, if you're not willing to let your guard down and be open. So it's also choosing to be more open-minded, okay, in the situation here. All right, so future predictions here with that energy, or more clarification. So this is either future predictions or just more clarification. Let's see how this really comes out for you guys. Okay, and this is relating to, it's about being disappointed, being sad, heartbroken, having to sever ties. For some of you, hopefully it's not, yeah, well, I'm just going to go with that. Yeah, you know, like I said, it could have been some sadness, some disappointment, some tears, heartbreak, disappointment, depression, or having to sever ties. And let's see what else is there for that. Okay, so this, with the Three of Wands, and this is sideways, you guys are wanting to, and because of, like I said, this disappointment, sadness, heartbreak, severing ties, or possibly there being a third party or outer interference, because the Three of Swords isn't always a third party. It's sometimes just outer interference, okay? Conflicts of interest, distractions, or whatever. But you, with the Three of Wands, because of all this, you want to, it's like you're going to be looking out for your ships to come through, better opportunities to come through, or you're going to be waiting for what you've always wanted, okay? But at the same time, I feel like you might get a little impatient here, and you may or may, it's like you may or you may not want to wait this out, okay, for what it is that you want. That's what I'm really getting here. You may or you may not want to wait this out for what it is you really want, because this could have been disappointing so far, or you could, you know, literally be seeing that ties are being severed here. Okay. Yeah. And so what's interesting here is with the Seven of Pentacles, it's like you're not seeing someone invest in this situation, or you could be not investing in this situation. And it could be because someone here lost patience and they didn't see the growth. They didn't see this go anywhere. And therefore, somebody didn't want to keep investing in a situation. Okay. Because they felt like, hey, this is not paying off for my time, energy, and my effort. But at the same time, somebody hasn't completely cut this off yet, you or them. Okay, it's either you or them haven't completely cut this off. I feel like it's on both ends. Somebody hasn't chosen to really do their, you know, kind of investigate more, or allow themselves to really weigh this out and see how this is really going, you know. Let me see, there's one more. Oh, there we go. Okay, so with the Four of Cups, though, the ultimate prediction here is, Leo, you're going to become open-minded. Okay, you're going to become more open-minded and more accepting. You're not going to, you're going to be more appreciative as well. Okay, you may see better appreciation. You may see someone becoming more open-minded also as well. Okay, yeah. Or it could be everyone involved in the situation. So let's move on to Virgo. How's Virgo going to handle this? How's Virgo going to handle this energy here? You versus the world, you versus them, you know, your spirit versus your ego, you being true to yourself versus, you know, feeling like you have to be, you know, some other kind of way or whatever. It's that kind of energy for the collective. If you watched earlier, so let's see how Virgo resonates with this energy, how you're going to deal with this energy, and also predictions. God, you're going to be rigid about this. Rigid and a bit stubborn. Because the way my cards are shuffling, I'll tell you, the energy in the cards tells me everything. God, yeah, goodness grief. You're not going to want to fold, compromise. You're going to be rigid, stubborn. I feel like you're really going to fight this, but okay. Let's see what the card comes out, though, to say. But that's just what I'm getting from the way the doggone cards are shuffling. Like I said, that's never coincidence. Eight of Swords, yep. And yeah, that's where that energy's coming from. That's the victim card. That is the victim card. Y'all need to not do that. Don't do it. You know, and I'm going to say this. And I can say this because I have a lot of Virgo energy in my chart. My Venus, my Mars, and my Moon. So I might as well be a Virgo. And I can't say that I don't understand this, but Virgo, and I know a lot of Virgos love to play the victim card. Okay, y'all love to play the victim. And sometimes we are, though. Sometimes we are because we too nice. We too nice. That's the other thing. We sometimes can be too nice, too lenient. We're very much easygoing, willing to work with people, willing to compromise sometimes. But we can also be very stubborn. And sometimes, though, we can see a situation one-sided and want to play the victim role, and that's not good. If you're low vibrational as a Virgo, you're going to always play the victim role. If you have Virgo anywhere in your chart and you're low vibrational. However, if you are high vibration with your energy, and you have Virgo in your chart, um, you're more likely the person who is going to try to, see things from a fair, balanced perspective, and you're going to be more willing to take some accountability in the situation. And when you do, you're going to be more willing to understand how you can either compromise in a situation or empower yourself in the situation. Okay, but with that Eight of Swords, this is not looking good. This is not looking good. Like I said, that's the victim card. It's the pity card, in my opinion. The pity or victim card. Cry me a river. It stinks. Don't do this. Now, if it's not you, then it's somebody else. But this is supposed to be more so about your energy and how you resonate for this, how you are going to handle this situation. Um, don't do it. Do not feel sorry for yourself. Do not hold a pity party. Do not play a victim in any form. Choose to empower yourself in the situation, and you may not be at fault at all, but don't allow anybody or the world to make you feel bad about the situation or yourself, or to feel unempowered or taken advantage of, even if you are. Okay, and I'm not saying that you may have not been taken advantage of or taken for granted or mistreated or anything in that sort, or deceived or whatever. Okay, because we do still have the liar card down here. So you could very well be feeling like someone deceived you or confused you, and you're confused and you just don't want to deal with this. But this is more so about you being able to express yourself the way you would desire to, or something you really want to do that's creative. And it's like, but you're confused about this. You may feel restricted. You're not sure if you need to seek better opportunity elsewhere, or seek better acceptance elsewhere, or seek to be elsewhere where you feel like you can be more true to yourself and free to be you and be more accepted and see better growth. Okay, and not have to deal with people putting on fronts and being dishonest, or you having to put on fronts and be dishonest, however it resonates. This is either going on a larger scale of you versus society, or you versus certain social circles, or you versus somebody you've been around dealing with, whether it's family, friends, or someone you were involved with on a romantic level, and this could be also internal conflict, your ego versus your spirit, you want to be true to yourself versus wanting to fit in with the rest of the world. But let's see if I can clarify this more or get some future predictions, or both, for Virgo. And I just keep hearing, "Whoa, it's me," looking at that card, but let's see. Let's see. And keep in mind, you guys, I hope you went to the top right-hand corner of the screen. Damn, that's a lot of cards. And clicked on the three dots. And clicked on speed settings and put on either 1.5x or 2x, so that you can hear this reading in half the amount of time later on when you watch this. And if you guys are able to timestamp, if you beat me to timestamping, please do it. Great. If not, then don't worry, I'll do it. But so you got the Temperance card here. So this is about being patient and being optimistic here, and trying to be more positive, but feeling like you can't really make a move, or seeing a lack of action here. Someone's not making a move or taking any action, whether it's you or somebody else. And there's a lack of patience, and you're trying to be strong, trying to have courage in this situation, trying to bite your tongue, pull easy, be disciplined here, not spark any fights, arguments, or confusion, or even you even trying to control yourself. You really are trying to control yourself and hang in there and be tough, be strong, whatever, have courage here, because it looks like this, I don't know, either the situation ends, or the situation is definitely going to change in some form, or you may make a transition. So either this situation may do some flipping around, is what I'm hearing for some of you. this situation may definitely flip around. It may do a whole 180 from what it was to something very different. You could be needing to make some changes, and maybe this change is probably inevitable. It's something that you've been needing to do for quite some time. It could be something definitely needs to end, or it will end. um, because you can't have a new start, new beginning, or better opportunity, or um, a fresh feeling, or whatever. You can't change something around if you don't allow something else to close out that wasn't working. Okay, let me see if I can get one more, maybe one more card, see what that says. Just one more for the outcome. Nope. I don't want that many cards. Gosh, don't want that many cards. Okay, there's a desire for, like I said, a new valuable beginning, new opportunity that holds a lot of value to. Could even be money and prosperity. But like I said, feeling like you've lost some sort of opportunity or having some sort of regret, but there's still possibly some opportunity left. Needing to overcome the obstacles and the challenges. And like I said before, and I felt this, there's a new fresh start. New fresh start. New beginning. For some of you, it'll be a fresh start of starting over and a situation completely turning around. For others of you, it'll just be ending one situation to go into a completely brand new one. Okay. This was here as well, the Hierophant reverse. This is about either choosing to do things your way and not conform to traditional standards, or not conform to tradition, or not conform to, societal standards or whatever. It also could be, like I said, just being unorthodox, or doing, in a lot of cases, I would say this is doing the wrong thing. To others, this may feel like it's doing the wrong thing. But to you, this feels like the right thing, possibly. You also could be concerned about making the wrong choice, though, possibly, okay? Are you going to make the wrong choice, or are you going to choose to go your own way and not do what everybody else expects you to? That kind of thing, okay? So I'm going to move on from Virgo and hop into the Libra energy in terms of how the Libra resonates for this. Okay. Libra, how do you resonate with this energy here? You versus them, you versus the world. Well, hold on now. Okay. I didn't even get to finish shuffling, but here they are. Ten of Staff, 3 of Coins in the reverse. Part of me wants to put those back in and reshuffle, but they're there. This is going to feel like a burden to you. But this guy is not struggling. He's holding his own. He's actually persevering, it looks like. He's on top of this rock. He's holding on to those wands real good. And he's even holding one up like he's offering one. So this guy is strong. He's resilient. He's taken on this challenge of things being a lot on him. He's able to handle a lot. Okay, so that's the way I interpret this guy. Typically, the Ten of Wands, it's about a burden and things weighing heavy on someone, or they're just being a lot on one's plate. But this guy is definitely handling this. But there's something relating here to not being acknowledged, not being seen, not being given credit where credit is due. And that could be why this is a burden or whatever. In terms of this energy here, like I said, somebody, you want to express yourself, or you want to do something more true to who you are. And this could be in your life or in whatever the situation is. But you may not be sure if you can do this or not. You may, like I said, want to be true to you or whatever, or true to whatever it is you want to do. But your self-esteem is not all there. So you may not, and I want to say self-esteem, you may not be as confident about this because you don't know if you're going to be accepted or not by others, or if what you put out there is going to be accepted by others or not, or if you're going to fit into certain groups or not anymore socially, or with others on a personal level. And yeah, there's confusion. You're trying to overcome the obstacles, free yourself, liberate yourself, but you still feel stuck. You just don't feel like you belong. You don't feel like you belong, or you don't feel like this fits you. Just like I said, you're still confused. You don't know where to look or if you should look. Half the time you are looking, the other half the time you're just like, you're not, you're being complacent. You want to move away from the storm. You don't want any, you don't want any drama. You don't want any chaos. You don't want the conflict. You don't want the storm. You want to be able to shine, but you're not being 100% true to yourself. You could be doing this dance and doing this juggling and wearing this mask and entertaining others or doing what others want you to do and not really being true to yourself, or others could be not being honest with you and putting on a front and wearing a mask. But let me go ahead and pull some clarifying cards. In fact, let me see if I can. Is there anything else to pull from this? And there it is. Two of Cups in reverse. So this is like a friendship or a relationship or a partnership or a contract that did not work out. It's a lack of compromise, lack of agreement, lack of coming together, lack of reconciliation. I don't remember if that fell out sideways or not. It's possible that, but let's see. Let me clarify this some more and get a future prediction here. It looks like something fell apart here. Because like I said, it was a burden in some form. And maybe you did see it as a burden. Maybe you felt like, and I feel like, it was a burden. It could have been a burden on you, or weighing a lot, or weighing heavy on you, or stressing you out or whatever. But you were putting on this front that you good, you handling all this. Yet you felt like you were not being acknowledged. You were not being seen. You were not being heard. You were not being given credit due. You're not being promoted or honored in any form, or like I said, acknowledged. And this caused, somebody else could have been feeling this way as well. If not you, somebody else could have been feeling this way, or it could have been both, or everybody involved. And it caused a lack of compromise and not getting along. And, a partnership could have fell apart. A friendship could have fell apart. An agreement, arrangement, a contract could have, got broken here. Now you got the Hangman. So it looks like you're trying to hang in here. This is a burden, or, even though, like I said, you're trying to act like it's not a burden, though it probably is, it's stressing you out, or, you feel like you hold your own with it, or you trying to act like you are. You got the Hangman there. So you're just hanging in there. You also could be waiting to see if if the other shoe is going to drop or not, waiting to see what's really going to happen, or waiting to get a clue or an idea about what to do here in the situation, biding your time, or somebody, if you're not doing this, then somebody else is. But I feel like this is more so, your energy. But let's see what else is to be presented here. Okay, so, What in the world? You know, I get tired of getting all these cards. I didn't want all these cards, but okay. Okay, so this is, hold on. I'm just gonna lay them out how they are. Let me lay them out how they are first. Oh wait. Oh wait. Okay. What? Oh, oh my god. Okay. Oh. Okay. Okay. Let me. Okay, so yeah, hanging in there. You waiting on something. You waiting to hear about something or to get a clue about something. Really biding your time. And I'm gonna be honest with you. For some of you, this could be about a child or a pregnancy. Okay. Either a desire for a child or maybe you're expecting one. Okay. Maybe somebody's pregnant, or maybe you're anticipating getting pregnant or getting somebody pregnant, or you're maybe you know somebody already is, or maybe you're just desiring to have children or have a child or something. Now, that's not for everybody. That's for a small, tiny portion of you. Okay, that's a very specific message. But others of you, this is about your happiness. You're hanging in there waiting for clues about um, or epiphany about how you're going to gain your happiness, or you're hanging in there waiting for something to happen, because this is about your happiness here and your joy. And it looks like you are choosing to come out of, you know, being to yourself and coming out of quiet mode and coming out of, being alone, and you're coming out of hermit mode, literally. You've had time to think, you've had time to be to yourself. You've already been isolated for a certain period of time. You don't want to be isolated anymore, because this is about your happiness, or something that you particularly may want here. um but with the Ace of Swords in the reverse, um it's like there's some sort of new, it's like there's some sort of opportunity that's not happening, or a start or beginning that's not happening, um because it was just kind of difficult here to get off the ground. For others of you, this is literally, you could be out there, planting some seeds, and you know if you know where I'm coming from. And this is for those of you, yeah, some of you are planting seeds. Now, it doesn't matter if you're trying to make a baby, or if you are, or anticipating getting pregnant or having a child, or if it's something else related to your happiness and your joy and being true to you and what you want in life, or who you are, or whatever. For some of you, I feel like it's one or two narratives, something not taking off because it's been difficult, or you literally are planting some seeds. You putting something in somewhere, if you know what I mean. For some of you, others you're planting. You're trying to penetrate something, or you're trying to break through. You're trying to break through. Take it how it resonates, you guys. Okay, because this is gonna resonate in so many different ways for you guys. And it's like you want what it is that you want, regardless of how anybody else feels about it. Um, you know what I'm saying? Or this could be somebody else. This could be somebody else who wants what they want, and they want to get their way without having to go through any changes or fight for it, or doing something underhanded. You or someone else. And what results is you get what it is that you want, but it's like you or somebody else took what it was that they want. They took the initiative. Um, Maybe you could be feeling like somebody took advantage, or you feel like you want to take advantage of a situation, or you feel like you want to get a greater advantage. So you feel like you're going to do whatever it is you got to do, because to me, the Five of Swords is doing whatever it is you got to do, to get what it is you want. And there's some results yielded here. Now, for some of you, this is a pregnancy. For others of you, this is whatever seeds you planted here, whatever seeds that were planted, whatever you broke through or was able to penetrate here, trying to get this off the ground because you felt like you couldn't get this opportunity to happen for you. Something results here. The effort paid off. If there was any seeds planted or you were able to break through, penetrate, whatever this is showing the result here that something yielded something. Okay, you're able to reap your reward and reap the benefit from whatever this is that you sowed your seeds into, whatever this is you harvested, whatever seeds you planted, whatever it was you did to gain advantage. Okay. um and with the Four of Swords, you're coming out of, taking a break. You're ready to get back to work. You're ready to get back to battling. You're ready to get back out there and fight for what it is that, you feel you deserve or is yours. This also could be coming out of rest mode, coming out of vacation mode. Because, like I said, um, this is coming out of hermit mode, same thing. So either this is something you're anticipating doing, or it's something you've already done, or it's what's coming up. Either this is something that's going to be revealed, or it's something that, like I said, it's what's coming up or what's happening, or it's what you're planning, anticipating. Okay. um so I'm gonna move forward because that's a lot of cards. I don't even know if I should pull another card. It don't make any sense, but maybe I will. Maybe I'll pull one more, as in, one more, like, can we get an outcome? Because this is, for some of you, this is either clarification of the burden here that you've been bearing and feeling like, you didn't get acknowledged, seen, or heard, or rewarded, or promoted, or whatever. And there, somebody, wasn't given credit where it was due. Therefore, like I said, there was a lack of compromise, disagreement, a broken contract, a broken friendship, relationship, partnership of any kind, whether it's business or personal. You know what I'm saying? Or just not being able to see eye to eye. Dang it. Okay, so let me see again. So just in case this was just clarifying this for some of you guys, because some of you, I feel like this is an actual future outcome. Others of you, I feel like this is just clarifying what's already happened. Let me pull one more card as the ultimate outcome in terms of, how things work out or whatever. What in the heck? Okay. You guys, this is your problem. And this is what it looks like as an outcome. You may not like it, but keep in mind, nothing is set in stone with tarot readings. It's just you get to gain insight. And when you gain insight, you can make wiser choices and decisions to give you a different outcome. And what I'm looking at here is Seven of Cups and Wheel of Fortune in reverse. So this is looking like, because you had too many options, too many it looks like you have too many options, maybe too many opportunities, too many people that you're looking at. This also could be a lot of fantasies and ideas that you have in your head. So either you're stuck in a fantasy world, therefore your luck does not change for you, or you have too many distractions, therefore you don't choose or decide on any one option, choice, or opportunity. Therefore, your luck does not change. You pretty much stay stuck where you're at. Now, it doesn't have to be that way. It doesn't have to. This is, tarot is all about presenting the energy as it is in the present moment, and it can change at any point, depending on what you choose to do with your free will, but you're going to need to make a choice and dwindle down your choices, your options. But you're also going to need, for some of you, get out of this fantasy world. If you're daydreaming a lot, or you got too many fantasies or ideals, that can be, and I'm going to tell you something, because you had that hangman. Sometimes the hangman is about also hang-ups. And sometimes hang-ups can literally be ideals or ideas that, these fantasies or whatever you may have. And everything has to be perfect. Everyone has to be perfect, or this particular situation has to be perfect, or whoever you deal with has to be perfect. The opportunity has to be perfect, whatever it is. And then you're looking around at all these either different other, and so it makes it hard for you to really see things for the way they really are, or appreciate the situation for what it is, or appreciate the opportunity you have available, or the person, or the you know, the opportunity, whatever it is. Okay. Also be careful of having your eye looking at too many options or too many opportunities, because that's a distraction. You gotta pick one so that you can make a choice, act, or whatever. You can't look at everything. You can't have, you know, all these options. That means your luck is not gonna change because you're just too distracted. You know, but you guys, you take it for how it resonates for you or whatever. But your luck doesn't have to be bad or not change, because I feel like for some people it's karma, and that might be the other reason why that card came out, karma. For some it's just not great luck, or your luck not changing because you're not acting, you're not taking action, you're not making a choice, you're not, you know, being proactive or something. You know, people got to be careful to not get caught up. You know what I'm saying? That's the best I can say, not get caught up. Okay, so I'm shuffling now for Scorpio. How does the collective energy resonate for Scorpio in terms of you versus them, you versus the society, you versus, you know, your spirit versus your ego in this situation here, where you want to be able to feel free to express yourself or be true to who you are, or be happy, find your joy, whatever. But, you know, in whatever the situation is, and want to see growth, but for whatever reason, you know, you could be struggling to persevere and overcome this obstacle, this challenge, and feeling restricted, but wanting to be free. Feeling like you're not fully accepted, or like you don't belong here. And either others are not being honest with you, or you're not being honest with them, or you're not being honest with yourself, or not being true to yourself here. You know, you're struggling with being confused at times. You don't know where to look for your opportunity or your options, or where you need to be possibly here. And you want to move out of a bad place, move away from chaos, move away from the storm. Coming out of the storm could also be coming out of confusion, coming out of cloudiness. Okay? You could be starting to see where you have potential for growth and beauty. So how does Scorpio handle this energy? How does Scorpio resonate with this energy? What will Scorpio choose to do? What's an outcome for Scorpio? That's what I'm shuffling for right now. And there we go. Oh, and another sideways cards here. So you guys also got the 10 of Wands, in which you guys, it could be that even though this has been a burden to you, at times you're still managing to handle it. Though things have been weighing heavy on you, things may have been tough or rough on you, and wearing you down possibly. Other times you're struggling with this. So it's back and forth. You're able to handle this, but then you're not. Sometimes you feel a release of the burden. Other times you feel that burden shift right back to you. Okay. So it's been a battle for you guys. And I feel like part of that is more emotionally than anything. With the 4 of Coins here, you guys are trying to hold on to your values. You're trying to hold on to your principles. You're trying to hold on to your actual coins, actually, as well, possibly. Because you're really trying to remain stable and secure, whether, you know, in some ways I feel emotionally, otherwise literally with your money, your finances. Other times you feel like you are not able to hang on to your peace of mind, and you may even be feeling like you could be losing a little money at times. Okay, or concerned about your stability and security not being as strong as you want it to. But I feel like one way or another, you're holding your own here. But it's been a back and forth battle, battle here for you, trying to balance everything out and make everything work, both on a emotional level and in regards to managing things in your life. Okay, so it also could be you could be half stubborn, but also half giving, willing, and open to whatever it is. But and at times it's burdening you. Other times you're able to, be free with it. So you're somewhere in between with all of this in the energy. Oh, I don't know why I was shuffling for another card. Not from that deck. I want to shuffle, but not from that deck. I don't feel like I need to pull anything else from that deck. If I do, I'll pick it back up. But I want to go ahead, clarify this energy, and get a future prediction. I feel like you're trying to keep things simple. You don't want anything to be harder than it already is, or anything harder than it actually has to be. That's what I'm getting intuitively as I'm shuffling for Scorpio. Okay, and I feel like you guys are, like I say, you guys are handling things. At least you're trying to in an organized manner as much as possible. Okay, so you guys are wanting to come out of this period of stagnation, come out of this period of rest. Yeah, you want to come out of vacation mode, some of you. You want to get back active, or become more active, or be more proactive. You're ready to get back out there and battle and fight for what it is that you desire or want. I feel like you're choosing to not look back in the past, or something about not wanting to return back to the past or looking back. It's also possible not seeing anything from the past reward you or pay off for you as well. And there's some regret here, okay? And this is the reason why you could be feeling like, okay, you're done with the past, or you're done with looking back at past situations because it didn't serve you in any form. And there's a sense of loss or regret, though there may still be opportunity, and you have to be more careful about looking at the glass half empty versus wanting to see it more half full, okay? Because there's always opportunity somewhere to be gained, okay? Maybe it's not from the past, maybe it's from elsewhere in the future, who knows? But with the Seven of Swords in reverse here, this is a card that's indicating there's there's nothing underhanded going on here. There's nothing sneaky going on. No one's cheating, no one's stealing, no one's trying to rob you or take anything from you. You're not trying to rob, steal, or take anything from anyone else, or do anything underhanded or sneaky. Okay. But at the same time, this is odd, no one's not taking anything that didn't belong to them. You're not able to move forward for whatever reason. You're not able to move forward, or you're not able to overcome the obstacle or the challenge. Either way it goes, it looks like you're not moving forward here. You're not getting anywhere. And that's why half the time this is a burden, and half the time it's like you're struggling back and forth with, if you can still be open to this, if you can still make this work. Let me see if I can get some more information here. can get an outcome here or a further outcome, because I feel like someone not moving forward is not really showing me much. Okay, 3 of Cups sideways. Kind of nonsense. Okay, so 3 of Cups sideways. The verdict is not out here on if you will have something to celebrate or something to feel victorious about, if you're going to receive this good news or not, if it's going to be good news or bad news. It's literally like, yeah, interesting. Interesting. It's not clear either if there is more than one involved or not in this situation either. But it's like, I don't know, it's odd because it's like there's regret or disappointment, but there's no one who did anything dishonest. No one did anything dishonest. No one necessarily cheated or were underhanded or whatever, or did anything sneaky. But for a reason, you can't get past this, though. Do you not believe that this is true? You don't know what to believe, do you? Because, like I said, you got confusion card sideways, confusion card, but then you're out of the you're out of the storm. So it's like you don't know what to believe. You don't know what to believe. Now that's a whole new take on this energy here. Gosh, dang, goodness grief. And I'm not even gonna clarify that because I'm afraid to see where that's gonna go. But it's like, I feel like there's something you're not meant to know yet. There's something you're just simply not meant to know yet. You don't know. I mean, dang, kind of nonsense energy is that? Goodness grief, gosh. So either this is what's going to happen, you know what I'm saying? Either you're going to come out of resting, and choose to not look back. And I feel like it's because you feel like, you have some regrets or some disappointment, though you weren't necessarily cheated out of anything, but you just can't move forward. You're stuck. But the outcome is, I don't know if your happiness, your ability to be able to celebrate and appreciate whatever does happen is going to be dampered a bit because you stay stuck in a certain kind of regret energy, or if it's just still more or if there's good news that might come your way, but you don't know if it's actually going to happen or not. But maybe there's still some more details to come, if there's other people involved, or if this good news is going to come out or not, if it's going to be good news or bad news, if it's others involved or not. It's just really, it's limbo energy in that regard. But here we go. 9 of Swords. Yeah, you're really worried about this. You're in your head. You are absolutely in your head. And to some degree, you are just, this is wearing you out, wearing you down. I feel like you're also praying heavy about this, because it's something that you really want so bad that you're just praying to God, praying to the universe that this happens for you. You don't know if it will or not, but you're stuck on this. You cannot move forward until you know. It's keeping you up at night. It's keeping you feeling restless, worried, having anxiety, stressed out, sleepless nights, possibly tears at times. It's doing a whole mental job on you right now. You know, it's messing with you. Okay. Whatever this is, you're not meant to know yet. I just feel like I just can't see where you would be meant to know. I don't know. Like, if I pull another card here, I just can't see where you're meant to know something. I mean, I don't know why I feel nervous for you. Feel nervous for you. Let's see. I feel nervous for you. Okay. All right, so you could be daydreaming a lot, fantasizing a lot, have, more than one option or choice you could make. But I feel like you're really in this fantasy here about something, or dreaming a lot about something. You could just really be dreaming a lot about something, have a lot of goals and dreams, or something you really dreaming about. And I don't know, you're trying to stand strong and firm in your power here. But there's also a need for you to take charge and control in your life or in the situation. Make the tough call, make the tough choice or decision, regardless of how hard it is. Literally feeling like whatever you've put your time and energy into has not been paying off, and this could be causing you to lose patience. And you don't any longer want to be burdened or worried about any of this. So you got the Nine of Pentacles, that's some sort of valuable offer. That's some sort of valuable offer being made or received. And this cat is sitting on top of a goat. Okay. I'm going to leave that at that. It still leaves a cliffhanger in a sense. And that's for you guys to figure out. You will find out. You will figure out one way or another. So I'm going to leave that at that. Because I don't want to spend all day necessarily on this. Okay. All right, that was Scorpio. Let me move on to Sagittarius. All right, Sagittarius, how will the energy resonate for you in regards to what's going on here with either, you being true to yourself versus trying to, be true to others, or fit in with society, or fit in with certain social groups, or, your ego versus your spirit, you versus them. That's what this energy is here for the collective. Summon it up. How does this energy resonate for you? How will you deal with this energy? How will you handle the situation? Future predictions as well. So too many cards. I'm not doing it. Too many cards. I want to keep this simple. The more cards there are, the more time this is being spent. I can't do it. I can't keep doing it. So I need just one. All right, at least that's three. At least that's three. So you want to either complete or finish a cycle, but you're find it hard to do, or you want to move up, or you want to move up, level up, but you may be struggling to do this. And this is not going to resonate for everybody. Okay, but somebody out there is really struggling with this whole thing of being binary, or really wanting to come out of the closet as a transgender, because I'm looking at this card couldn't be more odd. It's a pharaoh's head, which is a masculine head here, yet it's a feminine body, okay, of a woman. But this is sideways. So I feel like somebody is very confused about themselves, either as being binary or possibly feeling like they're transgendered in some form. That's not everybody. That's just probably a very, very tiny group of people. But for the rest of you, this is about wanting to level up or wanting to complete a cycle, but you may be struggling to do this because all these cards came out sideways. But you are needing generosity or needing help or hoping someone's going to be kind or generous or be able to help you out, but you're not quite sure if you're going to get the help you need or if people are going to be generous to you or not, or kind or helpful or nice. And maybe half the time people are and half the time they're not, But with the Four of Staffs here, once again, it's being in limbo here with half the time you may be achieving and succeeding here. Other half the time, it feels like it's a struggle, like the things you're wanting to see. It's like, it feels like you're getting close, but it's like it's not quite, you know? Half the time things are working out, half the time they're not. Let me clarify. And that Four of Staffs could also represent, ceremonies and marriage, commitment, success, abundance, or whatever. And it's like, I keep hearing you're halfway there, you know? But for others of you, it's like, I don't know if you're not sure if, I'm feeling like for some of you, you're not sure if this traditional life is for you or not. Marriage and kids and family, in the, a certain kind of traditional stability. I don't know. I feel like you're really trying to weigh some things out. What's right for you, what isn't. Okay. For others of you, just really, you want to level up, but you need help getting there, but you may not be seeing all the help or the money or finances that you need to get there, or the generosity or the help or the helping hand that you may need. And this could be affecting your ability to succeed. It feels like half of the time. It's you're halfway through the battle, halfway through there, So let me clarify and also get a future outcome. Shuffle here. These cards, I don't want to fall. I don't want a bunch of cards. Just a few, you guys. They're okay. I feel like that one want to come out sideways. King of Wands. So I feel like you're part of your it's about being. I feel like it's about being motivated, but half the time you're not. So I feel like you're struggling to stay motivated and really boss up here, but half the time you just don't feel like you have that motivation or that energy to really delegate and really persevere the way you want. You may not even know how to manage this half of the time, yet you're still putting forth your best foot forward to try to really, like I said, boss up and handle this or manage this, and put your best foot forward to make something happen. It's like you may want to network, but you don't even know how to necessarily or where to network. It's it's like you have half of the motivation, but half of the drive, half of the know-how and how to do this. Having half of the ability or half of the energy, maybe, or half the motivation. But let's see what else here. It also could be at times, like I said, you could feel very positive about this. Other times feel doubtful. Okay. Let's see. Half the time you feel empowered, half the time you don't. So that's something else that kind of hit me there, okay? Here we go with the Knight of Swords. But you... and part of you really feels like you're ready to jump out there and really go for it. You really want to charge forward ahead, regardless if you are ready or not. You're in a rush. You're in a rush. Because you could already be feeling like time's wasted. You know, you're in a rush. You're ready to jump straight forward ahead. Even though you may not be ready yet. And you could be trying to anticipate when and if you should jump out there just yet. Queen of Pentacles. So your ability to be stable and secure and have money to sit on and money to grow, your ability to manage this, it's all depending on generosity received, help received, assistance received, whether it's financially or in some other form, others being kind, generous, giving, or helpful to you in a situation. And that depends on if, you know, the cycle can be completed or if you can literally level up, okay? So that's, and I feel like it seems like it's not as promising, or that's you worrying about if this is not going to be promising or not. Like, I feel like you really have doubt that you're going to get the help you receive or the assistance you really need to, or the kindness or the generosity that and support. It's a need for support here, and you have doubts about if you receive it or not, because it hinges upon your ability to be stable and secure and really see things work out, and you become, you know, or you end up being secure and stable in this situation. So what I want is, let me see if I can get one. Man, I don't like how this is coming. Okay. All right. So, once again, you got the Chariot sideways. So, like I said, part of you is trying to move forward. The other part of you and overcome and achieve this. Half the time you feel like I said, you're not, you feeling like you're stagnant and like you're not able to overcome and achieve this. But you have the Nine of Cups in reverse, because you don't think you're going to get your wish. You don't think you're going to get your wish. You don't think you're going to get what it is you desire. But Ace of Pentacles is your final outcome here. You are going to gain a valuable offer or gain a lot of value out of this. Okay? Whatever that value is to you. For some of you, it's money. Some of you, it's a career, an opportunity in some form. For some of you, it's just something else that holds a lot of meaning and value to you, whatever it may be. It could be your happiness, your success. It could be your acceptance that you've always wanted. Whatever it is, okay? But whatever that is that holds a lot of meaning to you, you gain it, even though you're doubting and, you don't think you're going to get the full support or backing that you need. Try to be more optimistic, Sag. Okay, so I'm going to move on to Capricorn. I'm almost done here. Capricorn. How did this energy resonate for you from the collective energy? And if you don't know what I'm talking about, go back to look in the timestamps, if timestamps are there, or just go back to the very beginning of the reading. Look at the collective read so you'll know what energy that I picked up on for you guys, and then look at your reading here. Okay. because my throat is getting dry. It is. But anyway, yeah. So what is it here? How are you going to resonate with this energy of wanting to be free and express yourself, but feeling restricted, wanting to be accepted, but feeling like you don't belong, wanting growth, but you're not sure how to gain that, and you want to come out of the storm here, or you are coming out of storm, moving away from confusion and chaos and whatnot, but there's either someone being not true and deceptive and wearing a false mask, or you're wearing a false mask and not being true to yourself. You're trying to persevere here, but half the time you feel like it's a struggle. Let's see, how does Capricorn resonate with this energy? One more shuffle. There we go. 4 coins here. You are maintaining, okay? You're maintaining. You feel like you're immovable here. So you're holding down the fort. And this is typical of Capricorn energy, stable, secure, but also unrelenting and immovable, possibly even stubborn and not willing to give in a situation. But in most cases, I feel like you're holding on to what you have here. Take what energy resonates. It's not going to resonate the same for all of you, but I feel like you're holding on to what you have, and you're making it work. You still somehow you're stable and secure, but you don't seem to have. I feel like you don't feel like you have the best of luck here with the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Okay, I feel like you're not, you don't feel very fortunate, even though, and this could be also a reason why you maybe really be trying to hold on to what you have here and trying to remain as secure and as stable as possible. Okay. So let me clarify and also get an outcome. Yep, I definitely get seeing that stubborn energy. It's like you're not as willing to merge. You're not as willing to merge here or compromise, is what I'm getting as I'm shuffling. Because I pay attention to how those cards shuffle. And how those cards shuffle tells me everything. That one flew out. Okay, Queen of Swords. So this is because you haven't been having luck here with something or someone, you're feeling the need to look at things, evaluate, and cut away what no longer serves your purpose. Okay. And relating to this is because I feel like you guys may want, you definitely want stability, security, commitment. For some of you, marriage, success. And you're not sure if you're going to be able to obtain that or not, but, let's see what else we got here. And so, with the 8 of Pentacles there, sideways, you're trying to work on it, but other times it feels like you're not, like you want to give up. Okay, so it's like it's definitely makes sense why you got the Perseverance card sideways. You don't know if you need to look for other opportunities elsewhere, or if you need to look elsewhere or not, period, no matter what it is. But you're trying to work through it. Though it's trying. You may even be considering doing some research half the time you could be doing your research, half the time you're not. You may be trying to learn something, but I don't know. So let's see if I get one more card. Okay. Man, yeah, you want something of a lot of value, or a new beginning that holds a lot of value. It could be job, career, money, success, or just something that holds a lot of value. But you don't feel like things are moving forward. Things are smoothing out. I'm just gonna one more card and that's it. I don't want this dragged out. I don't want this dragged out. I've been on this for 2 hours already. I didn't think it was going to take that long, but you're going to take charge, take control, empower yourself, and make the tough calls and the tough choices and decisions, and seek out wise counsel, even if you're not sure what to do. And there you go, King of Pentacles, success, stability, and security. You end up gaining it because you're going to buckle down and do what you got to do and empower yourself here. Okay, so that was Capricorn. That was good. Gonna move forward on to Aquarius and then Pisces. Aquarius, how is this energy resonating for you? Please go back and look at the collective reading to get more clarification on these cards here that I am shuffling for how you resonate to this energy. To try to make it quick and brief, this is energy of you wanting to express yourself, free yourself, liberate yourself in some form, but it may be a struggle. You may be trying to persevere, but you're finding it hard to overcome and achieve. There's confusion. There's a lot of confusion. You want growth. You know, there's also this thing of you having, you're struggling with confidence. You know, half the time you're confident, half the time you're not. You're struggling to feel like you fit in or belong. Okay. There's a part of you that may wonder if you need to care about fitting in or belonging and wanting to literally get out of the chaos, get out of the cloud, and see things clearly for the way they really are. But then there's, like I said, the liar card. So either you're being dishonest with yourself or you're being dishonest with others, or others are being dishonest with you. Somebody's wearing a false mask. Okay. Somebody's being deceptive in some form. And is it you or is it them? Or you know, you could be trying to look elsewhere, but half the time you're not. So how do you resonate with this energy for the collective? 3 of Staffs. So you're not even looking to see your ships come in. I don't know if it's because you don't believe that there's something out there for you, or you already know what's for you and you don't feel the need to be looking or waiting for anything. Okay. But it's also the energy of not seeing what you want come through. And so that's how this is resonating for you with this particular energy. And half the time you're able to be optimistic, half the time you're not. So, like I said, you're struggling to be optimistic and keep the faith. Half the time you are, half the time you're not able to. Half the time you're able to give to this situation or give to this other, half the time you're not. But let me clarify and get an outcome. Like I said, because you feel like things are not coming through for you the way you want them to. Whereas others of you, I feel like you already know what it is that you want and you don't feel the need to look or wait for anything. Trying to remain optimistic, but it's a struggle. Let's clarify and get an outcome. And hopefully you guys went to the top right hand corner screen and clicked on the 3 dots. And I'm talking about for those of you who are watching this later, because this is being recorded live. And, you know, click on speed settings and put on either 1.5x or 2x so you can watch this in half the amount of time. And for those of you who are watching this later, please timestamp unless I beat you to it. If I don't, timestamp, please. Thank you. Let's see here. And I appreciate you guys who hit the like button. That means a lot to me. Okay, so, interesting here. So this is one way. This is either one of two ways. This is about some sort of agreement, arrangement, a relationship, a friendship, a contract, commitment in some form of marriage. And I'm hearing for somebody dependability, but something here unexpectedly happens. Something either catches you off guard or a surprise happens here. Now I'm gonna be honest with you. I wasn't too clear on which cards came first or which one's supposed to come last. The Two of Cups is either the result and outcome or the Knight of Wands. And the Knight of Wands in reverse is not seeing any movement or any action. So either, and I just have to be clear about that because the way the cards fell out, it wasn't clear to me in which ones were first, which ones were last. Though I will say it did appear that the Two of Cups fell out last, but the order it fell out in is as if it fell out first. So it could go either way for you guys. For some of you, it looks like it's going to be about either, like I said, this is about a partnership, a contract, a relationship, a friendship, an agreement, reconciliation, marriage, whatever. But in something unexpectedly happens, whether it's by surprise, whether it's good or bad, and it causes someone to not make a move or take any action. Okay? Now, the other way it could be going is it's about someone not making a move or taking any action. And maybe that's why you feel like the Three of Staffs here, not seeing anything come through. Okay? But the Tower has been very clear. This is what's to come next, no matter what the order is. Something unexpectedly happening, whether it's good luck or bad luck, whether it's a blessing or, a negative distraction or whatever, but there's a result for the other group of you guys. You're going to see a reconciliation, or you're going to get a relationship, a marriage, a proposal, a contract, an agreement, an arrangement, see eye to eye. This is what you guys are trying to remain hopeful about, but are struggling with. And like I said, for some of you, I feel like you're not looking for your chips to come through. Either because you already feel like you're content where you're at and you're not looking for anything, or the other group of you just feel like you're not seeing what you want come through and you're struggling to remain optimistic. Either way you go, you struggle to remain optimistic. I'm going to leave that exactly where it is. You guys may not like that, but you know what? Here, I'll pull. What I'm going to do is clarify another outcome. Let me see if I can get another outcome. Let me see if I can get something to confirm the outcome, to make it more clear on if this is, because it's either one or it's either or, but now this is the Two of Cups. I usually read cards no matter how they come out, upright or reverse. It flips out, but it's in the reverse, so it's not getting, the relationship or the contract or the agreement, or not being able to get along or see eye to eye or reconcile. So it was supposed to be, I guess, the other way around. You may want the contract, the agreement, the arrangement, the relationship, the marriage, the proposal, but something happens and someone doesn't make a move. But I honestly want to believe that it can go the other way around. But the fact that this came out in reverse, I don't know what to think about that. I didn't really get to finish shuffling for that long. I like to shuffle the cards for a good while and flip these cards around all kinds of ways so I can know what's really, going to come out. I put that card back in and I want to shuffle one more time and see what happened. But it literally could be just exactly what it is and what's there. So if it's the fact that you really wanted to see something work out, you really want to gain whatever this is, and you may need to just let go. And maybe that's why I kept getting that some of you are not even bothering to look for this, because you have your doubts. But I'm also looking at, because you have your doubts, that's the reason why a move is not being made, besides the fact that just something just throws you off guard, or something catches you off guard, or whether it's good or bad, There's that lacking hope. Lacking hope. Same card, the star, but except this time it's in reverse. I want the outcome. I want the outcome. Let me get an extra confirmation for the outcome. Okay, so the Emperor sideways is pointing out that you need to take charge and take control, but half the time you're not. So I feel like the outcome is pending on the fact that it has something to do with your action and your energy and if you are taking charge and taking control and making things happen for you. You know what I'm saying? Whether you're trying to manifest it or you make some moves. If you don't make a move, then I guess it isn't going to happen. So you're going to have to make a move. You don't get to sit stagnant. Yeah. And it's funny, as I said that, the Hangman in reverse had fell out. So that's, that was just confirming what I said. You have to make a move. You don't get to just hang out. Now that's funny. That's absolutely funny. I can't even make that up. I really can't. Eight of Cups sideways. You're still trying to figure out if you should walk away or not. Or somebody's trying to figure out if they should walk away or not. If you should walk out the door. Seek better. Sucks. Three of Cups in reverse. Okay, so either there's not anybody else involved in the situation, or you're just not going to get... I just refuse to believe you're not going to get good news, or you're not going to be able to have a good time and celebrate. I just refuse to believe that. Okay, so I feel like this is what I'm looking at here. You guys, you have to be proactive. And change your mindset. If you keep being negative, you're going to manifest an unhappy ending. If you choose to change your mindset around and be positive and optimistic and also be proactive, you can manifest a happy ending, okay? And getting whatever this is that you expect or want to get. Because I'm just feeling like otherwise, you sitting around waiting on this. Let's see here. Okay, so 10 of Wands reverse, coming out of a feeling of defeat and betrayal or being stabbed in the back. Ace of Wands in the reverse, it may be a struggle to get a new beginning. Nonetheless, I feel like you're still going to try to break through, or you need to try to break through, and bam, there you go. 10 of Cups. you gain your true wish fulfillment. And this looks like a happy, loving family. So it's marriage, it's kids. It could be whatever it is that you feel is fulfilling and content. It doesn't have to necessarily be marriage and kids. And bam, that's your brand new start in what could be a whole new place, a whole new location, a whole new opportunity or whatever. So that's, but it took a while to get there. Took a while to get there because the energy I saw was a struggle of you needing to empower yourself, and you need, only way to do that is to change the way you think. Stop being negative, and stop being pessimistic. Be optimistic. You can't sit in limbo with your energy like that. And if you definitely allow yourself to go completely negative in your thinking, then you're just going to literally manifest the worst, and so your energy is interchangeable there. Your outcome really depends on your ability to think positive and manifest. Okay. Final sign, Pisces. It's going to be a long time before I ever do this again because I don't know how the readers do it. It's a lot of time I just spent. Okay. For Pisces, how does this energy resonate for you for the collective energy? Please go back and look at the collective reading from the very beginning, from the very start, if you want to see the full details of that. Otherwise, I'm clarifying this is you versus them. This is you against the world. This is your spirit versus your ego. Self-acceptance and wanting to be yourself, wanting to be true to yourself versus being true to others in the world. How are you resonating with this energy? Because you guys have been confused, clouded judgment, not being either upfront or being, truly yourself, or feeling like you have others around you not being honest, struggling to overcome this, having self-esteem and confidence issues, feeling like you want to belong, but yet you don't know if you don't feel like you quite fit in, wanting growth. Okay. And wondering if you should look elsewhere, wanting to express yourself, be free, be true to you. How does Pisces resonate for this energy? Okay, here we go. So a lot of the signs have gotten this card to come up. Not everybody, but the Three of Staffs in reverse, the Three of Wands in reverse. It's like not either you're not looking for anything to happen, or you're not looking for anything to come through, or nothing has actually been coming through for you. Okay. Maybe one more. Okay. And with the Five of Coins there, but this is kind of, Five of Coins and, Ten of Swords. Okay. Feeling defeated, maybe even betrayed or stabbed in the back, and maybe even struggling with poor health for some of you. And interesting enough, half the time you feel like you're struggling, and other half the time you feel like you're not. And this could be financially. This also could be with your health, whether it's your mental, emotional, or physical health or whatever, or finances, or so now I want to clarify and get an outcome. If you guys can timestamp, that'd be great. Otherwise, I'll try to timestamp later on for those who are watching later. So you got Seven of Swords there, but it's sideways, as it fell out sideways. So you guys, you don't trust why something is not coming through for you. And you feel like it's because somebody possibly cheated you out of something. Okay, You could be feeling possibly cheated out of something here that you no longer feel is going to come through for you. And this is why you got this energy of feeling possibly betrayed, defeated, exhausted, worn out, or literally stabbed in the back or whatever, and possibly even poor health. But and it's because also you got, you know, financially things may not be looking up for you, but you're still hanging in there. Your mental, emotional, physical well-being may not even be on the up and up all the time. Half the time you're okay, other half the time you're not. Let me get some more cards here to finish clarifying and to get an outcome. That's half the deck. Can't do half the deck here. Let me see what that is, because I do read cards sideways. Yeah, and this is relating to your ability to be independent. You're not fully independent here. You're not fully able to stand on your own here, though you are trying to. You're trying to be as independent as possible. For some of you, this is about being single and being on your own, and that could be a hassle or a struggle. For some of, and this depends on whatever it is that, you know, you guys are relating this for. Thank you for the like. I appreciate that. Let me see. Because I feel like you feel, you know, it seems like you've invested in some form in trying to be, you know, independent, stable, secure, but it's not paying off for you quite the way you hoped it to, or wanted to, or expected to. And you're wondering if it's because somebody, you know, did something sneaky or underhanded, or stole something, took something, or slipped something from right up under you that you were waiting to receive or gain or something. And what's that around here? Okay. And so Hermit card sideways. So half the time you're retreating because I think you're trying to just recover here. Because, you know, half the time you feel worn out, exhausted, just, you know, defeated. And it's just, I don't know, it's affecting your well-being and even your finances half the time or something. But you're trying to also not completely be, it's like you're trying to reserve your energy. You do what you need to do when you need to do it. You go out when you need to go out. You stay in otherwise when you don't need to. You're not giving your time and your energy to everyone and to everything. You're reserving your energy is what I got there with the Hermit. So Two of Swords, sideways. All these sideways cards. Thank you for the like. So I feel like you're trying to literally censor yourself. That's the best I can give with the Two of Swords sideways. You're trying to censor yourself here as the outcome. And I'm still going to pull some more cards, the outcome, because that's just too, you know, because it's like with the Two of Swords, and you're also trying to not only censor yourself in the situation, but also remain at least somewhat aware, so that you can be aware when you need to guard yourself and when you need to also be open to something. But there's a part of you that's choosing to see something, a part of you choosing to not want to see something, simply because maybe it's too much or something. Let's see. This fell out, and I didn't even notice it fell out. Nine of, you know, so the Knight of Wands. This is literally making a move, or taking some sort of action. Because you don't see options. You see a lack of options. a lack of options, or you're not able to figure out. Yeah, it just looks like a lack of options or a lack of direction or something. And but here comes an offer. And it's not just an offer, it's also possibly you choosing to do you, because the Knave of Cups, the Page of Cups is often recognized, thank you for the light, is often recognized as the Pisces card. Okay? So ultimately, no matter what, you choose to do you and be you, no matter what. And because of that, you may receive some sort of communication in some form. You may hear about something that may, oh my God, my throat. You see, I'm going to get one more card, one more. Okay. Oh, well, there we go. All right. So because you choose to be you, you're going to remain strong in the situation. Okay. Sorry, you guys. You're going to remain strong in the situation. You're going to maintain having courage. You're going to choose to also be disciplined here. You're also going to bite your tongue. You're also going to bite your tongue. So you're not going to be quick to feel like you need to voice your opinion or say everything you need to say. Because you really are trying to reserve your energy, pull easy here. You don't want to further exhaust yourself. On top of that, everything is not 100% clear here yet. Okay. Let me see if I can get one more. Is there anything else to take from this? You guys have been worried. Some of you having sleepless nights. Depressed, having anxiety. On edge. I don't want to say, in tears or anything, but it's a possibility. So yeah, you guys, that's another reason why you're trying to reserve your energy here. You don't want to, I feel like, yeah, you're trying to really protect your energy. That's what I'm getting overall here. You're trying to protect your energy, and that's what you're going to do as an outcome and result of dealing with the situation. You're going to try to reserve and protect your energy, and you're going to be careful about what you're doing, who you're dealing with, who you're interacting with. And really, that's the best. To me, it's a good outcome. But it may be also what you're already doing. If you're not already doing this. But I feel like this is going to give you the strength here to continue to push through in your situation here. And you're going to be true to yourself. Let me see if there's anything else I can gain here. What is this? Well, 10 of Pentacles, but it's sideways. 10 of Pentacles sideways. So what I'm looking at here is, this is the ultimate prosperity and abundance. It's also possibly a happy family unit type of thing or inheritance. But it's not 100% clear or guaranteed if this is something you'll gain or not. I feel like it's pending upon you for some reason. It's depending upon you. Eight of Swords. Okay, that's the victim card. That's the victim card. Holding oneself hostage to a situation that you don't necessarily have to hold yourself hostage to. That's also keeping you in a worrisome place. It's keeping you in a fearful place. So even though you're trying to reserve your energy and protect yourself and preserve and protect your energy in order to protect your sanity, your peace of mind, I feel like, I don't want to say that it is, can't say it's hindering you. What is this? Okay. So what I'm looking at here is the Three of Cups. Three of Cups. Now, a lot of readers like to look at the Three of Cups as pointing out a third party or more than one person involved in the situation. And that could be a possibility, but for me in readings, when I do a Three of Cups, it's usually signifying good news, a social situation, which could be a party, a gathering. It's usually a good time. Be careful that it's not too much of a good time if you have issues with drinking, though, because they're usually holding up a cup. And the Three of Cups can also signify pregnancy as well in some situations, not all. So I'm just looking at it's pending upon, yeah. And then the final card that fell out here while I was talking, Four of Swords. So this is literally you taking a rest, taking a break. So I guess once you get some good news here, or once you find out that there's more involved in this situation than you thought, or once you didn't allow yourself to have a good time, you take this rest, you take this break because you need to recharge your batteries. I'm just going to leave it at that because I feel like it's just going to keep giving me a story and not as much as an outcome. And I feel like it's because we make our own outcomes. It all depends on our choices and our actions. And, you're in a place of just trying to do the bare minimum of what you can, but at the same time trying to protect yourself and reserve your energy because you probably feel like you only have so much and you can only handle so much. And I can't tell you, if that's the right or wrong thing to do, but you got to see where it leads to or where it goes eventually. But you create your own story, you make your own outcomes. That's what a lot of people don't realize. In some situations, like I said, if it's involving other people, you can't control other people. So you can't control everything in the outcome. You can only control how you choose to act and how you choose to perceive things and how you choose to act on your end for you. So, okay, so you guys, that was your reading. And I am absolutely done. That was like 2 hours, 2.5 hours. Yeah, it's going to be a long time before I do a reading like this again because I really didn't think it was going to take that long. I actually thought I was going to be able to get that done in an hour or under. But the more cards that come out, the more time it takes. And halfway through there, it was just a lot of cards coming out because it seemed like the second half of the zodiac, things were getting more complicated and the energy was getting heavier. So that's my observations. But I wish you guys the best. Thank you for the likes. And for those of you who are watching, please hit the like button, comment, let me know. And if you guys get the opportunity to timestamp before I do, that's much appreciated. And subscribe if you want to know when other readings are coming out. Hit the notification bell if you want to definitely know when I'm doing lives, because this was recorded live. Okay, I gotta go. I'm hungry. Peace, you guys. Let's see. Okay, that's done.